Good evening, beautiful people. It is 8 o'clock. As promised, if you're on the email list, you know you're supposed to be in the room at 8 p.m. Y'all know I come through and give you guys lots and lots of value, and then I'm out. That's how I do. Good evening, guys. It's your girl, Finance Muslima. I am your licensed life insurance agent in the state of Pennsylvania, North Carolina, Georgia, and Connecticut. I am financial coach. I am author. I am a speaker. I am all things mindset and money. So what I've been able to do is leverage social media a lot, a really, really, really whole lot, and learn a lot, especially since COVID. I've learned to a lots of different levels of marketing and master social media in order to stay connected, um, build a higher audience, expand, and consistently find those of you guys who are want this financial education. So leverage, leverage, leverage social media. So then, due to the feedback and the amount of people that I've been able to reach out and touch, you guys are sending the DMs. You guys are letting me know that the information is valuable. And this is some really good stuff, and you guys want me to keep going. And so I said, I'm going to keep going. So I have this goal. I have a number for probably about 20 days, 20 days of live out of 28 in the month of February. So I'm going to see how this go, and I'm going to tell you guys this so y'all can hold me accountable. If you're watching this and you listen and remember, I said 20 days out of 28 for the month of February. So we're going to see how this goes. Um, I have a lot of new followers on my page as of today and yesterday. A lot of them has been going over to the private Facebook group. We have some different things going on over there as well. So welcome to all of you guys who are new to Finance Muslima. I welcome you, and I hope you guys always come back throughout the week and check in. Um, Mindset and Money Game Planners are back in stock. If you didn't get yours, I've shipped a couple out the other day. I will be shipping more out this week. If you put an order in, you will be getting it soon. Thank you guys for all of the support. Y'all know I love y'all. I appreciate y'all seriously though. Um, and also too, before I get started, I have one, no, I have two. So I'm looking for one more person who is serious and committed about accomplishing their financial goals, because I decided for the month of February I was going to personally one on one coach 3 women through the whole month of February, one on one, 3 women. So I posted it yesterday. I have 2 people already. I'm just looking for one more person to get started with us. Not tomorrow, but the following day, we're getting started. Top of the month, top of the new year. And I'm going to help them smash some goals. And it's going to be really intense, but it's going to be yet really fun. So I'm looking for one more person. If you are ready to seriously step up with your financial goals and you want to get the one-on-one coaching with me and the other 2 young ladies, the whole month of February, send me a DM, send me a private chat, and let me know. And I'll reach out to you because we want to get rolling. We're not playing with this thing, guys. It's, top of the year. I'm not playing with it. I want to help you guys with all of the tools and resources I have and things that I do because, and then helping you guys not just every day, but this one on one coaching thing is going to be a big deal for me as well because, when you help other people, it drives you and pushes you even harder doing so. If you've ever been a part of a mastermind or a leadership program, it pushes you and drives you even harder. It teaches you a lot of things, your strengths, your weaknesses, different things of your character and so forth. So it's a big deal. It's a huge responsibility training other people and teaching. If this is your first time with us in the room, or if you've never been on none of my lives with this financial conversation, you know somebody that this information could be a good use for, tag them, share with them, send them a DM, screenshot, share it with them and let them know. And I always say to you guys, like, we all have, you know, that even if it's not a friend, people that we know in some shape or form that need some type of financial assistance or a resource or something because they tell us people we're uncomfortable with, they tell us. So I'm going to be talking about, I'm going to give you guys some tips on things that you should cover or what you should do, far as have doing an annual financial checklist. This is February the 2nd, and all reality, honestly, this is something that's supposed to have been done prior, you know, like coming into the new year, you're supposed to do a financial checklist, like annual things. If you haven't done it, would it be in February? I wanted to talk about it tonight because it needs to be done before tax time. And that time is really upon us right now. So I'm going to give you guys some tips of things that you can knock out and do, what to look for, and write in a to-do list of things to do financially every year annually. It's things that you do every month. It's things that you do every quarter. It's things that you do every 6 months, and then it's things that you should do annually. And people are like, dang, that's a lot. I can't keep up. But that's why you should have a financial planner. That's why you should have a financial planner to write down your stuff. My planners are customized with all those spaces, the things that you need on a daily basis, to be able to keep up with your finances because it's a big deal. You guys, like, you know, you're trying to hit that $1 million mark. I'm like, we're the ones that's going to bring wealth into our families, right? So this is a daily activity. It's a daily thing. Keeping up with your finances. You have to know your numbers. So, far as annually, the first thing I have for you guys, if you have a pen and a paper, write this down. First thing you need to do for an annual financial checkup would be to check your SSA account. If you're not familiar with SSA, this is Social Security. This is not talked about. Social Security, even before COVID hit and the government were giving out a lot of funds for unemployment, they were giving out funds for various different things. Even before that, unemployment, Social Security is not going to be a thing when we're ready for it, how it used to be for our grandparents, their parents, and so forth. They used to get a lot of money every month off Social Security. That number is dying. It will no longer be all these hundreds of dollars a month. It's not going to be that way. Social Security is a thing that you pay into, kind of like unemployment. If you never had a job, whatever the case may be, then you can't collect unemployment or for a certain amount of time because you have to buy into it. You have to earn it and work for it. And they'll say, "Oh, well, you have this amount of time. Well, we'll give you $25,000. We'll break it up, and you'll get $400 a month, or whatever the case may be, for $400 a month for X Y Z amount of years until it's paid off, and then that's all you have." Social Security is one form of, people will say, you know, one form of their retirement payout. When you hit a certain age, you'll be able to pull out and receive Social Security. It's one form of your monthly payout. I've learned in my financial trainings and my own leadership programs that the Social Security is decreasing. It's not going to be the huge payout that you know we expecting it to be. So we're totally having to fend for ourselves and make sure that we have things shaken for us on the back end. How do you check your social security number? Yeah, somebody just said that. I was getting ready to tell her. How do you check your social security account? So typically you don't get things in the mail from Social Security unless you are older and you're receiving funds from them already, probably, but it's something that you have to go to and do the research and find out your numbers. Again, you have to do the work. So I got the website for you guys. You can write it down. It's ssa.gov slash my account to get your own personal statement and your employment history. So you go to www.ssa.gov.myaccount. You will put your social security number in. They will ask you security questions. I did mine's probably. It's time to do mine's again. I did mine's last year because I was helping my dad with his stuff. So you put your social security number in. They'll ask you security questions of like addresses and stuff that you may have lived in the past, jobs you may have worked in the past, and then every place of employment that you've ever worked will come up. So it's kind of like your whole life, like right flashed in front of you. It's everything, every place, every job you've ever worked, how much money you have built into it, how much what they expect you to have by age 65, and it tells you things about retirement. So it's a really, really great thing to read and to know how to get. So if you don't know your current social security number and you don't know where you're at with it, you go to ssa.gov slash my account, put your social security number in and find out what you have. The second thing would be to review your credit report. And reviewing it, I learned out some things from my personal experience from this too. That when you say review your credit report, not just to check and see where your scores are at, but to really read over your statement and look and see if the things on there are they yours. You know if you have one car payment out or two. You know if you had a cable bill in your name in Philly versus if you had a cable bill in your name in Maryland. You know all of these things, whatever the case may be. Reading over your credit report for errors or fraud if somebody's using your name, or you just looking at it and it's a bunch of stuff that you opened up in your own name, not paying attention, and time is flying. And you might have got a little bit off and irresponsible and things got out of control. And I always say, life happens. I've done it personally. So it'd be like that sometimes. But it's always good to check over it. Check over your credit report. And I would say from my personal experience with credit, that's not something that I would just do annually, like literally once a month, once every 3 months, something like that, but not annually. I would definitely do it more. Collect the third thing would be to collect all your tax documents. This one can be a long and broad one, especially for business owners. You make a list of all the sources that you expect to receive from. So if you're a person, let's say let's say you have a full-time job, so you have that W-2. Then let's say you have a part-time job that you may just went to every other weekend, something like that. People do it, especially in health, a lot of times in healthcare. So that's two W-2s. Then let's say sometimes you was doing food delivery or Lyft or something like that. That's something else that you should record as income that you've been making throughout the year. So when it comes to the taxes and when it for the business owners, it's a whole nother lane to it because it's so much stuff that you have or you should have in your computer, a separate folder for invoices that you pay, trips that you take, business meetings that you're having, things that you're buying and you're charging it all to the business. So with the business aspect of it, you should have a whole separate folder for that. I feel like if you are a person that just have a job and you might got a side hustle, you have things that you should have in order for as taxes too, but it's not far to the extent of things that a business owner should have. If you are a business owner and you're not aware of all of the tax write-offs that you're qualify for, I'm going to create a list of them and put them on my website for free, kind of like a cheat sheet type thing. But this is the thing, a lot of business owners get misconstrued and they get an LLC, they get an EIN, they're like, oh, we're gonna write off everything. Let's just write off everything. But you still have to claim some stuff too, because then otherwise you're making it seem like you didn't make any money. If you're trying to go purchase a home or you want to do some investing and so forth, you're documenting in your tax that you didn't have no income for that year. So it's a thing where you gotta know how to balance it. And if you don't know numbers, then you should make sure the person that's handling your tax affairs work with integrity and they are a professional. Because baby, you don't want to play with the IRS. That's just the bottom line. Don't play with the IRS. I encourage y'all. It's not that deep, I promise. We make a lot of money throughout the year that we need to make wise decisions with versus trying to fool the IRS because it won't happen. The fourth thing is to review your income strategy. So when you say review your income strategy, I would say that needs to be completing a financial plan. I told you guys for the month of February, my theme is financial planning. Review your income strategy. This is on the list of things to do for as far as your annual financial checklist. So every year in your financial checklist, this is February. These are things that should have been done even last month, but we're going to still talk about them because some people haven't done them, and that's fine. You may not even know what to do, but that's the reason I'm going to help you guys. Review an income strategy. When you say review an income strategy, I say it as sitting down and getting a financial plan done. And I would say that because this is the thing, reviewing income strategy, right? You're setting expectations. You're setting the tone for you in December. You should have been setting a tone for 2021 in January. What the expectation was. What do you want to do? How much money you going to make? How you going to make this money? And you know all of these things. What new business are you going to start, and how you want to make that happen? So it's setting the expectation coming into the new year. So you should have a financial plan done because a full financial plan, you're going to go over income, you're going to go over expenses, you're going to talk about your dreams, your goals, you're going to talk about what you have in front of you that's going to help you accomplish those dreams and goals. Or if not, what do you want to acquire within the next 3 to 5 years? What do you want to acquire within the next, good evening, good evening. What do you want to acquire within the next 3 to 5 years might be that thing that you need to add to starting the new business, creating another stream of income, starting another side hustle, learning another skill. You may want to go to school and take up a class to learn something. I don't know. But the full financial plan, it is a priority. Because I see you're online and I know you asked me about this live tonight, I'm going to go back and go over the first four really quickly. And you would have to, I'm going to post this on my page. You would have to wait until I post it and go back and watch it again, and hopefully it'll help you because I'm almost done and I'm on the last one. But I'm going to go back to the top in 1 minute. So the fourth one was review your income strategy. Reviewing your income strategy is basically you need to have a financial plan done. I told you guys the month of February, I'm talking all things financial planning because it is a must. It is a conversation that needs to be had because while we're focusing on adding streams of income and trying to balance the income that we have, we also need to know what we have, what's going on, and creating a strategy, creating a plan of how to actually get to the next level. And the last thing would be no, the fourth thing that was the last thing, creating a full financial plan. And then in that financial plan as well, is all of your things from top to bottom, income versus expenses, retirement. What do you have in your 401k currently? Do you have an IRL or a Roth IRA? People like, oh, I have a Roth IRA. Da, da, da. My business coach told me, get cool. My thing is we we get things, and then I might say, well, how long have you had it? You might have had it 2, 3 years, whatever the case may be. You know that you pay for it every month, but you don't even know how it's building. How much money do you have in it? Okay, you don't know. You need to look at the statements and all of these things. And granted, we don't do that throughout the year. A lot of times, life is so busy and just so loud, you don't pay attention. But your annual financial checkup, this is something that you should make sure. Because, guys, how can we get to building wealth and hit the $1 million goal if we don't even know what we have working now? We have to know what we have working now, how it's working, because this is the thing. If you have a person that have a 401k, you have a side hustle, you have a full time job, you got a Roth IRA, that's four different things that you have working for you. So you have a part time, you have a full time job, and you have a side hustle, right? That's hands on cash flow, right? Then let's say you have a 401k and a Roth IRA. They are long term products. Not It doesn't mean that just pay and you don't know what it is you have going on. You have to know how to read them. Sometimes people don't know how to read them. That's why they don't know. They're just like, oh, I know I have it because I know I'm supposed to have it. I'm being responsible and paying it, but I don't quite know how it's growing or how much I have. The interest on the 401k is a must to know. The interest on the Roth IRA is a must to know. How much are you locked in on and how much is your money growing? You gave the money a job, but you're not double back and checking on it. How do you know? It's not a guarantee that you're going to walk away from the 401k at the age, 60 or 65 with, half $1 million is not logic because it's tied to the stock market and you have no camp or floor. So you don't know how much you're going to walk away with the way life is shifting, but still pay attention to your numbers and know what you have. So in other words, it would be like, so you can say, first of all, I want to ask you, how much money do you even want to walk away? If your ideal age, if retirement for you looks like an age, if that's 65, some people it looks like a number. Some people will say, oh, I'll retire, once I hit 100 million. For some people, it's the age. It might be 65 for you. If your retirement age is 65, in your mind right now, off the back, if I ask you by age 65, how much money do you want that you can live off? You should know the answer to. If you say 5 million, okay, you need 5 million, you want 5 million by 65, and you're 30 years old, what products or do you have in place right now, longevity wise, that is growing for you? And what is the interest rate on the growth, the rate of return? Then you should know. How can we hit the wealth and how can we hit the $1 million bag if we don't know what we got working for us? So it's extremely important. So, guys, annual financial checklist. This is February. If you did not do it, it's not a big deal. It should have been done in December because, again, the annual financial checklist is just like a vision board. You're setting the expectation, you're setting the tone for the year of 2021. And if you didn't set it, it's fine. You still got time to set it. So it's never too late. So I'm going to give you guys these. I'm going to give you all these again. If you missed it, you're going to have to go back and get the play of it. So the first thing for the financial annual checklist would be check your SSA number. Go to ssa.gov/my account. Um, yes. So he said properties. Yes, properties, real estate. That's one good option. Yes, that's the long term game. That's one good option. It's a lot of options. That's one. Yes, it is. On the long term side of things because that's not a fast payout. And yes, the equity as well. Yes, I agree. So the first thing was to check your SSA number, ssa.gov/my account, see how much money you have in your social security. The second thing is to review your credit report, not just checking for scores, but checking to make sure everything on the report is your due diligence. You made these mistakes or you currently have these things out and you're paying towards them. Collecting tax documents, For business owners, I want you to be very, very safe and careful with this. If you're not comfortable and you got too much going on, you have a lot of vendors, you're making a lot of ins and out through different apps. You may got Square, PayPal, all these things. I highly suggest you to use a digital or download, use a digital app and take pictures of receipts. And on your laptop, save everything to one folder so you keep all your receipts, even for marketing stuff. If something is as simple as paying for a $30 or $40 flyer, put it in your receipt folder on your laptop. And then reviewing your income strategy. It's extremely important to have a financial plan. And the that's the last one. And the full financial plan is what covers everything in a nutshell. If you have never done a financial plan with a financial coach, a financial professional, or financial advisor, it's kind of iffy to say if you know what a proper financial foundation is and if you really have a solid, proper financial foundation. So somebody he just commented on real estate and investing and things like that. Like people would hit me up and they would want to get into real estate, they want to get into stocks, and they want to do various different things. Guys, you can't get into investing and play with money that you don't have. That's first and foremost. So the most important thing is to um, make the money, manage the money, maintain the money, and then learn how to multiply the money is the last. Learning how to multiply it is the last thing, because this is the thing. You could jump into investing and you can feel like you're ready because a lot of other people are doing it. Yes, we should be, but you got to make sure you got a solid, proper financial foundation, and that comes with a financial plan. You will get, um, your debt to income ratio numbers, and all of these things, and find out what it takes for you to even just get yourself balanced out before you be able to jump to that gun. So that's all I have. If you need to catch it from the beginning, you guys can watch the replay. If this is good for you or someone that you know, please share with them and give them the knowledge as well. The more the merrier. Don't hold back from nobody else. And if you haven't got the Mindset and Money Game Planner, you can click the link in my bio and get one. Therefore, men and women, not just for women, men should take advantage of their, being on top of their finances as well, and stay connected. So if you're not on the email list, you can click the link in the bio and subscribe to all the freebies that's going to be jumping. This is Black History Month. Again, I told you guys that I was committed to 20 days of live out of 28 days this month. So if y'all listening, y'all gotta hold me accountable because that's gonna be tight strenuous for me. So I appreciate you guys. And then also, y'all know for the whole month of February as well, the financial planning is going to be still be 50% off because that's the thing for this month, financial planning. If you're interested in a financial planning, you can click the link in the bio, check the price out on it and the package that it comes with. Thank you guys. This was great tonight. I appreciate you guys.